All right, folks. A very good day to each and every one of you guys. We are so happy that you folks are here with us. Those of you who are joining us at this end, we are super happy that you folks are here. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. We got so much to share with you right now, folks. We got so much to share with you right now. Do let us know, guys, if you're hearing us loud and clear. Wherever you beautiful, wonderful folks joining us from today, I see Suchan Sudhari said, yes, we hearing you. We hearing you. Did I see that? Am I imagining things or did I see? Guys, good day to each and every one of you. We are happy that you folks are here with us. We happy, we happy, we happy. We got a lot to share with you folks. Starting some issues we're covering at the Graham's Hall Primary School. Strangely, Graham's Hall Primary is back in the news. Back in the news, folks, we got some things to share with you that we're picking up from that end. And of course, we are simply delighted that you folks are here with us. Share the damn live, smash that emoji button wherever you folks are joining us. We got some weak politicians among us, folks. The weak, spineless. They don't have the testicular fortitude, among other things. But we are happy that you guys are persevering. Y'all are selling out for 10,000 and a box of cook-up. Y'all ain't going like that. And we're happy. It gives us a little bit of hope, you see? It gives us a little bit of hope that just maybe, all is not lost. You know the kind of way? Maybe, just maybe, all is not lost, folks. And we're happy about that. We are happy about that, folks. Happy about that. Good to have each and every one of you here, wherever you all are joining us from today. Pace and power, we're happy that you folks are with us. Oh, we got a presumptuous little miscreant here, like them boys send him. Guys, good to see each and every one of you. And we welcome you folks on the live. You all know how we say it. Welcome to our podcast Below the Belt. Good to have each and every one of you lovely, beautiful folks here with us. You all know how we say it? You all know how we say it, folks? We on the live. We got some weak politicians among us. Weak. You know, but the Father revealing them every day. Every day, Father revealing them. What else could we ask for? I'm happy about that. Tremendously happy about that. We don't need weak folks. Huh? Do I have an amen out there? We don't need no weak people. Need some strong brothers and sisters for this struggle. Please and thank you. Strong. Folks, how are you doing today? How is the weather where you guys are? We missed our program this morning. You know, we had some technical challenges. Had to be on the ground as well to get the valid, credible information for you folks. Valid and credible information. Guys, and we are tremendously happy that you all are here with us now. We are very, very happy and delighted that you folks have joined us now. We got quite a few things we're following, guys. Quite a few things we're following. And as we move into that, you know, we keep tweaking things at this end all the time. You know, desiring nothing but the very best for you folks. Give us a quick sec. Nothing but the very best. As we said, folks, nothing but the very best. How are you guys doing out there? A very good day to each and every one of you. Welcome to Below the Belt, wherever you folks are joining us from. Grace and Onika Osborne and Patricia Asana. Good to have each and every one of you. We see we got Donna Daly with us. How are you folks doing out there? I think this is officially our very first. We show videos on our podcast, but we don't usually come alive like this. But we're gonna be switching it up every now and again, and especially that we missed the morning show. I want to see you guys, and I want you guys to see us as well. And don't lose faith. Don't lose faith, Carol Jacobs and all the other folks joining us. We're happy that you guys are here with us. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. I see Carol Jacobs say, hola, do. Jem Van Veel and Sandra Chisholm and all the other folks joining us. We trust that you guys are great. We below the belt, folks. So as I told you, we were there, early on in front of the Graham's Hall Primary School up on the East Coast there in the Turkine area. And we spoke with some parents and folks. They're trying to put the people cheering out the school. Priya Manik Chan trying to put the people cheering out the school. Saddam Hussein, that is the name of the new CEO who has replaced Marcel Hudson, Dr. Marcel Hudson. And Dr. Marcel Hudson had its flaws, but I think he was competent. I think Dr. Marcel Hudson was competent. We might be on different sides of the political aisle. He might be PPP and so on, but I think he was fairly competent. But this Chagabat here, he clearly don't care about people's children. And folks, we were down there, Onika Light, Deborah, Noel, and Grace, and Rhonda Lane, and all the other folks who were joining us. We were down there at I almost said Denamstel Primary because I saw Rhonda Lane on the live. Rhonda said Denamstel is in the house. We were down there, folks, at the Graham's Hall Primary School, and we spoke to some of the teachers down there. The Graham's Hall Primary, they got quite a situation there. We shouldn't be punishing the children. And what is happening at the Graham's Hall Primary School is not even the parents' fault. It's people who clearly don't understand education. And this thing they're going kitty cutter with Dr. Marcel Hudson there as the chief education officer. But Saddam Hussein, he clearly don't know what he's doing. So things now just only going kitty. He ain't going kitty cutter any longer. It's just kitty. Marcy Agard says it's cloudy. We're happy, Marcy, that it's cloudy where you are. Good to have you, Roderick and Vanessa Lee Silva and all the other folks. Here's some of what we saw as we were out there talking with the parents and the greatest stakeholders in education, the parents, the guardians, legal and otherwise, of these children, about their concerns of what's taking place at Graham's Hall. You remember Graham's Hall is where they had the first fight? And that parent assaulted that teacher. Graham's Hall again. Take a listen to some of their concerns. Take a look and take a listen.
A very good day, everyone. We're outside of Graham's Hall Primary School with some parents who got some real strong concerns about what's happening here at the school to their kids. Ma'am, tell us what's happening here.
So on February morning, everyone, so on February 11th of this year, parents received a WhatsApp message from teachers of Graham's Hall School indicating that they should visit the school because there is some sort of meeting. We came 13th, and when we got here, then is when we were informed by the administrators that the students who are in the school, they're not within the catchment area, and therefore they need to be removed from the school. Some parents would have agreed and collected the letters, and when many of the parents objected to it because the ministry officials said that once you collect this letter, you can come back or you can come into us by the following Monday and have a discussion in terms of the way forward. But those who refused to accept the letter and would have informed the ministry that their child or children didn't come to the school just like that. They came here with a placement letter that the ministry would have given to them. They didn't lie about the address or anything of the sort. the ministry is still insisting that the parents, that the children needs to be removed from the school. We thought that this was all done with over the MASH holiday, even to the Easter holiday. But then again, on Saturday, we received another message from the teachers of the school stating that we needed to be here yesterday. When parents attended the session yesterday, it wasn't the ministry who spoke to the parents then, but it was the headmistress, I think, that spoke with the parents. And whilst the meeting was carrying on, being done, we were informed that our students or our children are being placed in tents outside of the school, and they were removed from the current register that they have in the school. When the ministry, moving back a bit, when the ministry spoke to us about, when we had the discussion here, a lot of derogatory remarks or statements were made from the ministry officials. Teachers of schools nearby were greeted that you were guaranteed a job but not a placement. Ministry officials told us parents that it's only the bourgeois people's children that comes to the school, and they're the ones that are being placed at the top schools here. The CEO in his address also stated that if it were up to him, because they give the letter apparently that they gave had a $10,000 in it, the students also, the CEO also said that if it were up to him, he would not have given the $10,000, and just like that, the students would have had to go to the school with the current uniform that they are wearing. We are here because our students or our children are placed in the tent. The ministry has no clear solution as to what they're going to do with these students. They're just placed in a tent. The students were placed in a tent. And we as parents, or I as a parent, have not been informed that my child was removed from his current classroom and he's in a tent currently. He is seated in a tent under there.
But that is kind of like punishment for these kids who've done nothing wrong.
Exactly.
As you guys, as you're saying, they were placed here through a placement system by the ministry.
Exactly.
They've been coming to this school for close to a year now, and then out of nowhere, this new policy about the catchment area, and our discussions with some of you guys, you guys live in the area here. This is Turkine. This is you live in this area here. So it is quite strange. What is the last word, just before you finish, ma'am, from the ministry on this matter with you folks?
We didn't get anything. We didn't get any clear statement from the ministry. They asked for a meeting, and I did indicate it to them because of the nature of my job. I am not around. My child is usually left in other people's care, and he's attended Turkine Nursery, and it was the same situation. And here it is. Nothing clear is coming from the ministry in terms of what we should do with our children. Given I asked them for 3 schools in town, and they're telling me that all 3 of those schools are filled, and I need to send them wherever they want me the child to go, wherever is available, which is not convenient to me.
Concerns?
Well, my concern, I have 2 children going at Parental primary here. My son is not on the list. My daughter didn't come on the list in the first meeting with Parental had here. The teacher go and verify it, they take her off the list. During the holiday, we have a message on my phone that come to a meeting. When I come yesterday, with a set of parents say, I find my child in a tent. The tent on LT. They stand on the ground. My child accustomed to the cause we family travel with asthma case. The AAC, I tag the teacher, the trainees that they got in there, stand up one side and they paying attention to the children in the room. Now, a teacher that teaching at the nursery school tells she can't get 3 inside the bench. She ain't got time with the people. I go to the lady with ministry that went inside the room and asked her concerning my child. And I tell she, I live in right over, not far from Parental school. And the people them that come and check my child, 4 times they come, 2 of them living in the area. And how they make mistake like this. I ask if the CEO never make a decision, forget annex verification. If my child gonna still play Sunny there, she tell me she don't know. And she don't know what decision they gonna make. So I ask the HM now, if them still register in the system, she says she don't know. Then get a different registration. This is the wrong thing I'm doing because them this misplaced we papers in the ministry. And they call me, I carry back fresh documents before my child come over this school here. And what they're doing is wrong, they're doing their own thing. They get election coming up. What they feel? People going to vote for them. What they're doing is wrong. What they're doing, they got pull themselves together. They're getting big money in there. Then they're doing big stubbornness in there. She plays, she want open. She out to me yesterday, so I had to put her to her place that she know. I'm not playing with my child education. The president said the children is the future. So why you stifling the children in the school? They got children coming from Sapphire Road, where it's not in this catchment area, Pleasance Road. You get, let them go the whole September, then you get the 2-month holiday for shovel the whole school and make sure who's not in the catchment area come out and the children then get back in classroom. My child is doing 4 subjects a day. Now she doing 2. She doing good. So when it's the next test, she gonna drop 4 because she's come out first or second in she test. And now she gonna drop because she ain't getting the teach. And every day, training, because they said they don't know if it's the same teacher. Yesterday was one trainee, today is a different one. And the place is on LT and it's the 10th. When I go in the 10th yesterday, it's smelling bad. And when we talking to the teacher, like she don't get time with nobody.
Sir, so you live in this area?
I live right across the road, right behind this house down here. Like 15 Uganda Park, Commerce Lodge.
Have they come to verify?
Yes, 4 times they come verify my
and
daughter.
still they're saying that your child has to leave the school?
And still put she on the list that she's not in the area. And right in the area and put she in and move she without calling me or like know what's going on. When I go to the classroom now, I see my child. When I go to the 10th, I see my child in the 10th. And there's one thing I'm doing in the catchment area. It's over nursery. Right behind me this there. All of my child at 10. I get the next one coming here September. Me big Sunday here. And he down the list. So all me daughter could down the list and all of we live in one place.
That's incredible.
All I'm focusing is registration, who got in power. Them focusing on the children. Them pay mansion come one time, and talk, you never see she back. All them doing their own thing in there.
So this morning, what are you asking the ministry for?
I asking the ministry and the government, the president, Infadali, Ramatar, all them for come here, so verify the children properly who living in this catchment area. My child need to go back in she classroom and get she focus on she education. They need to come and start it out. I'm not taking this with them in there. The CO doing your own thing. They need to put somebody that working in the CO that ready to protect the children them with the education in this life here. So the having the children is the future. You can't settle if you protecting the children. All them doing their own thing because they getting big money. We parents barely working for little money. But we trying our best to then come and learn. Because if them ain't come, right where the ministry running at your place why your children ain't come to school or kind of thing, you got to answer question. So all them doing bare sharpness. They need to pull themselves together.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. A very good day, everyone. We're outside of Graham.
That's some of what we're following, good folks. That is some of what we're following at your end. We told you all. You see that? Oh, and these folks want to run a whole country. They want to run a whole country. Think it's easy? A whole country they want to run. It's just that? They think it's so. They wanna run a whole country. We want to show you some of what we're covering, guys. At the hour, some of what we are covering, and a couple things. Claudette Thomas, how you doing out there? Andrew Griffith, Faye and John and Roxanne, Stacey Ann, all the Anns. Good to have you. Elderly Gilbert, Onika Light and Sherlyn Juice Tendry. That's Graham's Hall. Tonight, folks, we're gonna talk with a few other parents. We are going to talk with a few other parents. I think Roxanne Garway put it best. Confusion powder. Make it right. Please and thank you. Chase Green, make it right. Priya Balik Chan, make it right. Who no. These jagabats and trench crappers. They're trying, They're trying. Jagabats and trench crappers all. We got some weak politicians among us. Good folks. They better make it right. Don't come wrong. We funny. Don't do it. Don't do it, good folks. I'm telling you all, we got some weak politicians among us. Weak politicians. And we're going to We're going to talk a little bit about them. We're going to be talking a little bit about them, good folks. We're going to be talking a little bit about them. Some weak politicians among us. All right, so couple of things we're following, guys. Couple of things we're following very quickly. Mavis Davis Wells, Andrew Griffith, a couple of things we're following. White pensioner, this is in the US of A, charged with shooting a black schoolboy, Ralph Yarl. The only crime this young man had, the only crime, I think he's 13 or 14. Two. He's black, one, and two, he knocked on the wrong door. Here's a young man who was going to pick up his siblings. He is going to pick up his siblings. That is the extent of his crimes. He is going to pick up his siblings. And that's it, you know. Just like that. That is it. He's going to pick up his siblings, and he was shot in his head. Yolanda Thomas, Wesley Ward, Andrew Griffith, shot in his head. Yep. You think it's easy out there? Shot in his head, good folks. You got to stay woke. And then shot again, I think, while he was bleeding out. Shot again while he was bleeding out. Those are some of the things happening internationally. And believe it or not, Ralph Yarl is alive. In spite of all of that. In spite of all of that. You see, I think some people is factor out God, you know. I think some people is factor out God. When fathers say you must live, Patricia Sana, Helena Ronalds, Louisa Wills, and Kurt Johnson, Romel Gonzalez, Candy Nalina Ndajit, June Gilbert, when fathers say you're going to live, you're going to live. They had a crime symposium, a crime seminar hosted by the Trinidadian government in Port of Spain yesterday. Ralph was there. Oh, he wailing to the judges. You see, Ralph is such a hypocrite. Ralph and Anil and all the other folks, they're such hypocrites. When we talk about the judiciary, it's an affront. Oh, it's an attack on the judiciary. And he seemed to think that putting a murder accused on bail is sacrilegious. Putting a murder accused on bail is blasphemy. But the law, the rule of law that all of us obey, the rule of law says that we are innocent, I believe, until proven guilty. Not so? Innocent until proven guilty. So wouldn't keeping people incarcerated, Roxanne Garraway, wouldn't keeping people incarcerated, Rhonda Lane and a lot of Rhondas on the life today, wouldn't keeping people incarcerated be punishment in and of itself? Innocent until proven guilty. Albert Morgan, Candy Linda Jeet, Stacey and Stoll, Faye and Albert and June, Kurt and Stacey Ann. Wouldn't that be punishment before you even found guilty? Well, he wailing to the judges. It's good when folks like Ralph can do it. But when other folks do it, it's a different story. I tell you, you got some weak politicians among us. And I wasn't only talking but in the opposition. In this whole country, some of them only got titles, you know. Minister this. Without a title of minister, nobody would follow them. Nobody would follow them. We got some weak politicians. So Ralph can't bamboozle nobody. It can't be wrong one day to attack the judiciary. And it's right the next day. Just because you've been a dictator in power for 20 odd years. It can't be right. Rhonda Lane. So don't come wrong with like that. Don't come wrong with fun. We got some weak politicians. Wicked, stink, and dirty. I see Deborah says, O'Neill Young. Wicked, stink, and dirty. We got some Weak politicians among us. So that's what Ralph said just yesterday, good folks. Just yesterday. That was Ralph. And then thankfully, the folks are telling us that the Castro band, these young men were stuck in the Rupununi after performing at a gig there because the producer, the organizer, wicked, stink, and dirty himself. Give the guys half pay, didn't organize transportation for them to come back, and a whole manner of other things. Whole manner of other things. You see? That's how some of these folks operate. That is how they operate. Folks, this, is the little things for me. So when we're doing this next time, guys, we got that quotation mark shouldn't be there. Band should be in B, should be capitalized. It's the little things. It's the little things. I'm a little petty like that. It's the little things. But I'm happy that the folks are back. I'm happy that the folks are back safe and sound. Happy that they're back safe and sound. And we want to see, our young people like the Castro band and the young folks that make up this band go on to develop themselves. Who knows? This could be an Oscar-winning band. I don't put anything past whatever young people can do. That can be an Oscar-winning band right there. Who knows? Let's treat our people, with the dignity and respect that they deserve. Treat them well. Because they're young, you say, they know but nothing. And you rough them up. Come on, folks. Gotta do much, much better than that. We gotta do much better than that. So, don't do it. Don't do it. Let's treat our young folks with care. It's a good band. They mean well. I think they've got a great future ahead of them. Got to keep applying themselves and they can move forward. Oh, your girl, Chase Green. I see all kinds of folks. I want to see y'all. Give me a second, I'm coming back. I see them begging for them. And of course, they got to send out the head house slaves. Onage come out. Leonard Zephyr. Albert Morgan come out. Good to see you, Albert. Right? Talking, people got a right to decide. No, there's a penalty to pay when you deceive your followers. When you deceive the people. People must just switch. Just because you switch. It ain't gonna work out, sir. It's not gonna work out like that. Right? It's not gonna work out like that. Because you run out, you want other people run out too. Just selfish. So you all know Chase Green gone over. You know she gone over. Whatever they promise her. Whatever little brown bag. You all get promise. I was telling some folks this morning who was asking me what is happening. There is no political philosophy guiding a creature like Chase Green. No political philosophy. There is no social, economic philosophy. No, and you can hear her comments. You give me a second. I want to see y'all. You're going to hear her comments. There is no big philosophy guiding Madam Green. No, none whatsoever. This is just opportunism. Chasing the green. That's all it is. I see somebody say, leave them up to God. Leave them up to me. You can't do nonsense. And that is the problem with us. We have gotten too soft, apparently. We've gotten a little weak. People would know the consequences for crossing over, and there'll be consequences for crossing over. You think people don't know the order? You think they don't know the order? But we leave it up to God. Faith without works is dead. It's a lunch hour preaching now. The wicked. And when they come around to your villages, you got to chase them out. Chase green. Folks, you know what is the beautiful thing about what is happening here? You and I will have a chance to respond. You and I will have a chance to respond to what has happened here. An election is coming. An election is upon us. And I want that constituency 12 that Chase Green belongs to. I will be going on the ground there and doing some campaigning. I want that constituency, right, to end Chase Green's political career at local government. We can build a rocking chair for she and send she off. You understand what we're saying here? Yes, that's what we're saying. We're going to end her political career at local government. 20 odd years she's there. Could highly point to her legacy. Right? You sit down in the camp, listening to the strategies, listening to everything, and selling people out. Leaving them to God. Leave them to me. Leave them to me. Leave them up to God. God got time with these creatures. So, I want you all to see, there is no, I tell you this of a truth, Roxanne Garraway, he ain't got no political philosophy guiding them. I'm trying to queue up. I want to see you guys. I want you all to see me. I'm trying to queue up this video at the back. I don't know where's disappeared to, so we got to pull it down again. Bantu King. Folks, there is a line. Y'all ever see Thor? It wasn't the last Thor. Y'all remember when Thor's father banished him? Huh? Chase Green is unworthy of her title as councillor. She's unworthy of her title as former mayor. She's unworthy, and we must cast her out. She must find no safe harbor. Oh, it's just politics. It's just politics. We must chase her out. She must find no safe harbor walking in constituency 12 wearing Georgetown, wearing red. And folks, we're not talking about physical violence. You know. I want you to be clear. But we got to chase her out. You folks want to bring shame and disgrace to the coalition. Right? It's just another day. Or any PPP person would think many times before contemplating that. They will be thinking many times, long and hard. Don't come around with funny. We have got a little old, perhaps. Maybe some of us got to go in the geriatric home that Don King is trying to build. Maybe some of us will have to go there. You're not going to be allowed to do us whatever you please. And that's it. Just so. Actions got consequences. So in life, so in politics. And there must be no safe harbor. I don't know if I saw anything out of the PNC yet, but when Sharon Das do his nonsense, the Alliance for Change made a point. of determining his membership one time. One time. One time. Folks, if people want to stay out of politics, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. And I will support your right. I will support that. I will support anybody's right. You hear? To stay out of politics. I will support it. I will support it. To be apolitical. I will support that right. But once you're in the political fray, you're fair game. Once you are in the political fray, you are fair game. And I don't know if it's me, but I think Chase Green come wrong with a little funny. I know if it's just me, but I think she come wrong with a little funny. She come wrong with a little funny there. And Yolanda Thomas, Romel Gonzalez, Keisha Prasad, Candy Leland Dujit. Each of us are citizens. This is not time for say, you're not voting. Right? Alliance for Change as a party took a position on local government election. That is the party. I speak as an individual and as a citizen and as host of this program. You got to make a point to keep what is secure for the coalition secure. And you have an opportunity, especially the folks there in Tocqueville. There's a fellow from Tocqueville I met this morning. I said, you all have the final say. Go out there and vote against Chase Green. We have the opportunity to end her political career there at local government. Let her go and build a rocking chair and come out of politics. When you start thinking stupid, when you start thinking pagally, come out of politics, man. Come out of politics. No, but you want your little brown bag. You know, your brown bag get tied off on the other side. And you see a political star pitching. You're vexed because Ubraj was mayor. So you pick up fire rage. And then you can do the most unthinkable thing. You gonna touch the third rail in politics and you don't want a reaction? The third rail did not have sign say, come touch me. Right? But you playing that you got more seats than Belange. All right. All right. I stood up, I sat down, stand up in that council and heard Chase Green for 3 years abuse out the PPP. How they're no good for this city, no good for this town. Abuse out the councillors at City Hall, the PP councillors. And then this hypocrite gone down red. How dare you, Chase Green? You know, that's beyond shameful. What? For $10,000 and a box of cook-up and a juice. 10,000, a box of cook-up and a juice. Folks, yesterday, the good folks at Prime News were there on the forefront of the registration activity, the nomination day activity. And Prime News is a good place for valid and credible information as well. And they call up with Chase Green. They call up with Chase Green on the ground there. Y'all listen to her response. Right? I think it was both Nazima Ragabir and also Dennis Shabral who were asking her some questions. Even Dennis sung vex from them waves. And y'all know he little thingish. Y'all know he little thingish. Even he sung little thing. asking her those questions. Take a look and take a listen at y'all girl in red. In red. Take a look and take a listen.
This is
For a long time, about before PNC, you know, what would have caused you to join the evidence contest this afternoon? What are the deciding factors?
Unity and progress.
Do you think that the PNC or the ACNU is divided at the stage that would have caused you to join the PPP?
You put the pieces of the puzzle together. Unity, progress.
What are some of the issues you'll be pushing for should you be elected to council again?
yeah, no problem.
Mr. Green, you were heavily criticized for the party. Thank you. Does that help you in your political process now, as far as, you know, convincing people that they should vote for you or vote for the PP list of candidates?
As I said before, I'm later, later. I've said what I have to say just now. Guyana, one Guyana, unity and progress.
But that does not take away the party meter project as a major issue that is taking the city by storm as far as concerns were.
We're moving forward, aren't we? We're moving forward.
Do you still believe in parking meters?
We are moving forward. I believe in unity, progress, and one Guyana.
You guys sit there?
The members of the People's Progressive Party just handed their list in at Parental Labour College. Here they are standing in Woodford Avenue. Some familiar faces, Malcolm Ferreira, also joining Patricia Chase Green, members of the party greeting the members.
This is a winning first of all, the process was it a smooth process on the inside?
It was a very smooth process. We just with the willingness to George, and we look forward to full progress, unity together.
This pretty much does the way you do your business, peace and togetherness, and this is what the party is running with right now. To support the atmosphere, it looks pretty much a frenzy atmosphere this morning. The supporters are victorious in such a degree. Tell us moving forward. We talked with one Guyana, moving Guyana forward, starting with this, the local democratic organs. Tell us pretty much your plan for the city.
When we have come victorious, the Georgetown, all the seats in Georgetown, we deal with that. We already have a plan for it. Thank you very much.
That is Patricia Chase Green here now greeting General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Civic Arajagio. And this is outside of Parental Labour College, the returning office for the Georgetown municipality. Here they're gathering for a group photo.
I don't know about you. I don't know about y'all. But when I see Chase Green hug up, when I see Chase Green hug up, Papa Jagabat, like Miss can crawl, you know? Oh, Father, my God, the depths of depravity some people would sing to. When I look at Chase Green there, I realize why she got over, you know. She really need a brown bag. When I look at Chase Green, you understand why she gone over. No. You understand it? Oh, God. Oh. See, some people saying she's Bordness' mother. Some people say she's Malcolm mother. I don't know. Chase Green start early. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. She gone over for brown bag. Let me show you how Chase Green do it. Chase Green has worked in the city. At City Hall. 20 odd years. Chase Green is close to 70. Where she going now? This can be she legacy. A sellout. A house slave. That's her legacy. And the parking meters. This is the woman, the councillor, who foisted those parking meters on this city. On this city. Right now, there's an investigation into those parking meters. Right? How come she ain't being investigated? I told you all, Nandalal, just yesterday in the Chronicle, talk about how the parking meters was a waste of money, waste of taxpayers' money. That's the woman. And now all the corrupt people can find safe harbor in the PPP because they're corrupt as well. They are corrupt. And I'll say it 1,000 times because I was there in the fight. I was there opposing that system. And it's a credit to Mr. Granger who put a halt to it when his Attorney General's chamber reviewed the contract and realized how dastardly and wicked it was. And on the same day, Anil Nandilal, the hypocrite that they are as PPP, the very same day, they cussing down the parking meter contract. They hug up with the woman who bring the contract in the city in the first place. If that isn't the apex of hypocrisy, then what is? If that is not the apex of hypocrisy, but you see, they got some weak politicians among us. Chedi Jagan, to his credit, spent 28 years in the opposition. You tell me he had a couple nights he wanted to say, Forbes by, take one. PNCR, take one. But you know what he had? He had the testicular fortitude. You see, he had the courage of his convictions. That's what these jagabats don't have. And you see, all she can say, peace and one Guyana, that's why she's going up. There's no overarching philosophy that propels her. There is no overarching religious ethos that propels her. All you want to do is chase the green. She don't know what to say. And if you feel what you're doing is so right, how come you look so guilty? How come you look so dull-trodden? If the PPP is the best thing for this country, how come you look the way you look signing up with them? How come? If it's so nice over there, how come you look so depressed and depraved? I don't know where some of y'all going. It's better she to humble herself, stay quiet, and at least remember her with some modicum of dignity and respect. And who vex? The truth is hurt. The truth is hurt. There's people like them. It's got the coalition a bad name. She was harmful and harsh with the vendors of this city. And now Mayor Ubrach come and did what a mayor should do, what she should have been doing in the first damn instance. And she's jealous. She's jealous. Ubraj, because who is he and where he come from? And she must be mayor, for all eternity. Yep. Because the position was built for her and her alone, was there for 2 terms plus and did absolutely nothing but harm. And it's people like Chase Green got the coalition exactly where it is because she brought nothing to the process. And she vexed. She looked at the mirror and be vexed with herself. Build a rocking chair and come out of politics because you're wasting the time of the people of this city. And you're all in constituency 12. All you better go out and vote against the likes of Chase Green. The hypocrite. Packer. Hypocrites. Love and unity. One Guyana. Love and unity. One Guyana. The shame and disgrace on her face. And not only you have the responsibility, chase her out of your community. You have that responsibility. You know what? When they show all of them, when they're showing their faces on social media, yeah, chase them as well. Don't give them no easy time. Chase them out. Then they got some house slaves running out, begging for them. Onage, a lie like Onage. You see, one big happy family. Onage Waldron for come to tell me, oh, we all got a freedom of association and all got this and that and so such and so forth. Hypocrite, liar, a little viper. Onage Waldron put her hand on the Bible in the National Assembly and swore to the Constitution, knowing she was a dual citizen. What liar like that could tell me? Huh? What scamp like that could tell me? She want to come and herd you and try to get you to think a certain way. A little liar like Onage Waldron, right? They must have sleepless nights. Don't give them no comfort. Chase them from your gate. Tell them you don't want the pamphlet. Be too nice. We are too nice. We too submissive. Oh, leave it up to God. Yeah. She gone over. Fool a set of people. And people look up to y'all. You know? Look up to y'all. And what is it in the end? A set of betrayal and deceit. I don't know what they think the PPP can do for them. But look story here. Look how Chase Green senseless. Watch how Chase Green senseless and weak. Weak politician. Look how Chase Green senseless. You got election in 2025. If Chase Green had any political weight, any political capital, at her age and stage and experience, quote unquote, if that is anything, her age, stage, and experience, she should have been aiming higher. She should have been aiming higher. But that is to tell you how the PPP view her. That is to tell you how they view her. Right? But see, when you're chasing a brown bag, when you're chasing the green, you're excited because you is PPP leader of the list. What a disgrace and a shame. Seeing them hugging up. She and Papa Jack, but grow my skin. Sure can't finish fast enough. I go and bathe with some salt, soap, and something. Crawl my skin. I sat next to that woman in council for 3 years. 3 years. And heard her chastising, castigating, you know, the PPP, relegating the PPP. You see, I have said what I have said. I have nothing more to add because you can't add anything else. Out here looking like a big old rat. What else are you going to add? What else are you going to add? Right? You cannot articulate anything. You gone over to PPP. This is day one. The campaign has begun. You should be able to stand and say, you know, this is what we are contemplating doing new for the city. This is, you know, the city of the 21st century. This is what we want to build. This is what we think could happen. Everything on the hand, under the table, that's the only thing they're interested in. She have been tried, tested, and proven a failure. If you had 20 plus years on the council and you wouldn't do nothing, it's now you can do something in your old age. She going for bill rocking chair. Some of them want state funeral, you know. State funeral. That's what they want. State funeral. But I say to you again, brothers and sisters, wherever they're showing their appearance in your community, chase them out. Chase them out. And I quote in Jack Dio, chase them out. When they show up on Facebook with the nonsense, chase them off. Chase them off. Waste and deceitful. Waste and deceitful. And who had more thing for talk about Charandas than Chase Green? Such a hypocrite. Shelley the Ridder. Such a hypocrite. Yep. Such a hypocrite. Right? Parking meter Pat. Such a hypocrite. And Landilal. Such a hypocrite. Oh, the parking meter. It was the worst thing ever. Wasted taxpayers' money. Wasted this. Wasted that. And on the same day, you could tell they ain't comparing notes there, no. You could tell clearly they are not comparing notes on that side. You can tell. Because on the very day, chief architect now turn house slave. Welcome aboard. All your sins are forgiven. That's why the woman asked the question she asked. If these is the people who is accused of rigging the election, how come all of them now packing out? It's learn. It's notes the PP taking. It's gone back. How we could win an election if we have people like Chase Green? How? How you think we lost a couple seats on the council, the 2016 election, 2018, and they got people like Ferreira? How you think? How you think? When you think you're strong, hey, for bucks of cook up and 10,000, they'd sell you, me with children, they children, for bucks of cook up and 10,000. Right? That's the brown bag. Chasing the green. Who vex? The truth hurts. The truth hurts. That's what we told y'all. That's what Big Auntie asked. If these is the people, who responsible that y'all out here abusing out and says them, it's them rig election, right? Never mind 1+ year, 2, 3. All kinds of cases in the court. I ain't see a conviction yet. But they know who rig election. They know who rig election. Well, Green them got the notes. Green and the others, they got the notes. Hypocrites. Right? And again, here's that profound question that Big Auntie asked them. Take a listen.
I'm so confused right now. I see so much people right now in red that used to be in green running for local government election in Guyana. What I want to ask y'all, PPP supporters, is how these people you ask the kind of thief for whole election end up in your party? Are these people supposed to be in prison or something? How come now they're running with PPP? I'm confused now. Bye.
This is
For a long time, about before PNC, you know, with PPP, what would have inspired that? What would have caused you to join PPP as against contesting afternoon? What are the deciding factors?
Unity and progress.
Do you think that the PNC or the ACNU is divided at the stage that would have caused you to join the PPP?
You put the pieces of the puzzle together. Unity, progress.
What are some of the issues you'll be pushing for should you be elected to council again?
yeah, no problem.
You've just submitted a
Mr. Green, you were heavily criticized for the party. Thank you. Does that help you in your political process now, as far as, you know, convincing people they should vote for you or vote for the PP list of candidates?
As I said before, I made a statement later. I said what I have to say just now. Guyana, one Guyana, unity and progress.
But that does not take away the parking meter project as a major issue that had taken the city by storm as far as concerns were.
We're moving forward, aren't we? We're moving forward.
Do you still believe in parking meters?
We are moving forward. I believe in unity, progress, and one Guyana.
You got it there?
Yeah. Unity and togetherness, folks. Yeah, unity and togetherness. Huh? Isn't the past behind us? Let me just move past the parking meter story. Well, tell Anil. Let me just move past it. Pay off the Mexicans the 100 million US or how much ever they're suing for. You know, pay off the company. The past is it's just behind us. Can't we just all get along? Oh, the woman says she's happy to go over to the PPP for unity and togetherness. Eh? I never see unity and togetherness looking so pull in. Unity and togetherness. These rats. And there's run out, you know. There's run out. The first sign of trouble on the ship, the rats is the first one is jump overboard. That's why people look to the rats for the sign. We see how they're running. When you see the rats running, it's a clue. Unity and togetherness. That's all I'd say. You know, and she might I wonder when the brown bag coming through that I sign up for. I wonder when they'll think. Oh my God. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. You ever see how a mayor in other parts of the world is carried herself? Huh? Father of his mercies. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. It's only enough if she put a brown bag on her head now in shame, you know. Look at the excitement on her face for joining the PV. I wonder what she negotiated for. No prosecution on the parking meter deal. Huh? What was the ask? What did she ask for? My God. Oh, unholy alliance. Day one. Look, if people like James Green continue, apparently, like we can have apologize to Charandas. Like we can apologize to Charandas now. That lady took to social media and castigated Charandas. You can see he's hugging up just now. What you see? The two of them gonna be hugging up just now, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, share the damn live, smash that emoji button as well. Good folks, we're so grateful that you guys are here with us. Wherever you all are joining us from, we are superbly happy that you all are here with us. I see Charlene Juice, Etendry is here. Yaba Natasha is here as well. Roxanne said, fall from grace. Grace is, fall is a high place. Tumble down. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I said, no surprises there. I actually working for the First Lady. But 2 years now, look where you gone to. Mayor of a city like this. Look where you gone to. Look where you carry your bowl and your plate. That being said, good folks, selling your soul for a box of coke-up and $10,000. What a shame. I could imagine when Jack Dio them meeting the enclaves, how they must laugh at folks like Chase Green. When he and, True Blood PPP people meet, say, look at this one, old ferret. Huh? I could imagine how them boy laugh, especially ask for Chief. What you want? Oh, Father. My God, no shame. No shame. I was in a businessman's office once when I was deputy mayor. This is public knowledge. Public knowledge. He'd asked for some help looking into an issue. He had some shed he had built out on his property, and he didn't have the authority from the city hall to do it. And he'd asked me to look into the issue. And like anybody, my policy was the poorest citizen to the most wealthy must be afforded the same level of service. The same level, the same treatment. And he had given me the documents in an envelope. And when I got back to the office, I saw there was some money inside of the envelope. I called him right away. I called my secretary, and we called the office assistant. I was deputy mayor. And I said to him, I'm selling it back. I don't do business like that. If the service is free, at City Hall is free. You need to compensate me. I don't need to be compensated. I good. It was more than 10,000 and a box of coke-up. It was more than that. And I sent it back. No, don't come around me funny. But it's what he said to me in his office before I left that struck me. Right? He called some names. He said, oh man, they used to come and sit down here. I know them. Come and sit down here and take the thing. Not me. I different. You know how many stores as deputy mayor I walk in? People say anything you want. You see? When I tell this story, people say you shop it. You see? I get plenty house and so on, building materials and so. Take any clothes you want. You take anything. Me, no, I good. You see? You could be poor, but you can get dignity. You could be poor, but you got some values. You could be poor, but you got some self-respect. Right? People can't buy me because I'm not for sale. It's who for sale because they're running over. They know the offices they sit down in and money they take. I don't frighten the people. Me ain't get no skeletons in the closet. I have no skeletons in the closet. I ain't got no little boys that I bugger, nor no little boys them bugger me. So me ain't got no skeletons in the closet. I don't beat women. I got a wife, I got children, I look after them. I ain't got no skeletons. So me frightened. If they want to prosecute me, I gonna pay me money, get a lawyer, go to court. So I am unafraid of them. I have no skeletons in the closet. None. Who know they get skeletons? They have a hatch up and match up. None. I don't have none. And folks, my mother, you know, got she ways. But a woman had wisdom for days. You could be sucking salt. Nobody got to know that. You see? You could just left home. You eat you last, dry done with some black tea. Man, you put on your clothes, you suit and you shirt. And you got some dignity and self-respect. How can anybody respect y'all? Y'all done touch 40 parties already. Huh? You must see Peter Ramsarup. 500, every political party in the country, you don't touch. Huh? By the time she's done with the PPP, she run over by Schumann. You know, you're done with Schumann, you run over by T&M. Well, they finished already. You run over by TCI. Shucks. They finished though. You run wherever. Right? You could get a little dignity about yourself. I don't have no secrets. I don't have no secrets. And that's why when people tell me, you hear the Jagabats talk about Chronicle and $5 million. If I didn't take money from people when I went to City Hall, is Chronicle $5 million are you going after? Please. You would sell your soul for $5 million? 5 million in Guyana dollars? That's what you'd sell your soul for? 5 million Guyana dollars? Jesus have mercy. I vex that people would put me in the category. How? If I can sell my soul, make it proper, man. Make it. Give me 3 oil blocks. In the Starbuck block, you know, I just want 3 oil blocks. I wanted proper places. Jesus. Have some respect. Right? Have some self-respect and some dignity. Some dignity. That's what Cherry Jagan had. And that's why he must be rolling in the grave. 28 years, the man spent in opposition. 28. Chase Green, you couldn't spend 28 days? You couldn't spend 28 months? 28 years. Oh, you must read the Western trial. Tear out a couple pages for the knowledge. Because I know some of y'all dunce Chase Green and eat it. Y'all don't read nothing. You aren't guided by no political philosophy, no economic philosophy, no nothing. You're just chasing the green. This way be guided by. Chasing the green. Have some self-respect and dignity. And since you don't have any, chase them out of your communities. When you see them posting the nonsense on social media, chase them out from there as well. Give no quarter to the enemy. Let the campaign begin. Give no quarter to the enemy. Give no quarter to them. That being said, folks, that being said, that's our time today. And that's our program. Who vex, vex? Who vex, vex? I tell you all, if have I done with politics, I done. With coalition, done with AFC, I packed my bags, I throw it behind me. I want to read a newspaper that mentioned AFC, PNC, or whoever. If I decide one day to call it quits, you can sell your soul for 10,000 a box of cook up. Huh? Park a meter pot. That's what you can sell your soul for? 10,000 a box of cook up. That's what some of y'all selling your brothers and sisters for? Park a meter pot. My God, that's our time. Is that my seventh finally? Finally, brothers and sisters, don't sell your soul. Parking meter pot for 10,000 and a box of cook up. Don't do it. Don't do it. You should tell me you're in a tight spot. I just say, hold this. You hold my rent parking meter pot. You hold her. I can brace it over. Don't do the foolishness. Hold my rent parking meter pot. You can sell your soul. You can sell your brothers and sisters and get Jagdio and the comrades, the true bloods, laughing at you at Freedom House. You must be out here your damn mind, parking meter pot. You gonna tell me things wrong? I just say parking meter pot, hold it over here, brace it over on this side. You know, brace it over. Right? You don't think nothing. You hold her, former mayor. You hold her. You don't say nothing. You see? Parking meter pot couldn't bear your chief. Couldn't bear your chief. That's it. Folks, if I stay any longer, you see? If I stay any longer, I can just say, ping, 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 ping. Welcome in the ring. Folks, go out there on June 12th. You see? And you all vote up through on June 12th. I'm talking on behalf of the AFC. My party took a position on that. I'm speaking as an individual and as a citizen. Go out there in your various communities across this country on June 12th and you all vote solidly. Give no quarter to the enemy. Give no space to our political enemies. No space to them. Vote solidly on June 12th for APNU. Give no quarter to the enemy. All right, so I take the mic now. Take the mic now. That being said, good folks, thanks for joining our podcast. This is our first video podcast of this nation. Usually we show, clips and so on in our podcast as the need arises, but we've never been live like this in our podcast. I think I like the feel. I can't promise you we can do it every time. Every time. But the important issue is where you got to be seen, you got to be heard. You can see us. Right? Ayabo Natasha, thanks for joining us. Brenda Braffett. Right? I want to call Ayabo. I want to call Brenda and Claire Alexis. I said, Claire, parking me to pot in a little squeeze. We can't expose it. Right? But tap up your girl. Folks, say God. I'll park him in the pot. I'm disappointed. Not surprised. Disappointed. Right? Disappointed. You gotta tell us things tight. You know, say, what a blind. You know, brace it over here until better can be had. See? Stay safe, guys. Stay safe.